And we are live. And look, gold star time. AZ is not only on time, he was early, doing preparation, getting all the ducks in a row, as the saying goes. And he's got a beautiful new pen he wants to show off.
Oh, this old thing. Oh, I just thought I'd bring it out and say hi. It's a Lamy, which is a German brand, Duschhofen Corporation makes Lamy pens. They make a precision cut. And the precision cut will wear into your writing style within about 6 to 18 months. So, yes, this is your Lamy. Now I'm just gonna casually pop it open here because
Yes.
I can. And what happens is that you get your colors basically into pump packs. Not those cartridges.
Yeah.
These pump packs, and you can suck them on down. Haven't we all been there? I'm talking about fellatio.
Yeah. Wow. Yes.
Yeah, basically suck them on down, and then you can also get different cuts of of actual nib, and that'll give you different colors of ink with different cuts of nib. So it's a really precise, really fine pen to write with.
Cool.
And there's a little window in here that says, you've got just a little bit more to go, like Space Invaders. 2 players left.
Yeah.
And, I'm thinking that's where this came from. Not from our old, parchment years of lamb being cut open. No, I'm thinking it was Space Invaders waiting for you, player two. Because you can have the right color and the right speed if you want it.
So it's alien technology, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I was going to say good evening to everyone who's in the chat. Megaleech and Stella and Addy and Luke and Pete and anyone who hasn't piped up yet but is joyously watching on. Hello to you too. We've got AZ, he's online. He's got the newer laptop. So yes, as Luke was saying, it's just like you're in high def. We have had an equipment upgrade at Shea AZ. So hopefully we're going to cruise on with nary a care in the world.
And it looks like we're going to have another equipment upgrade soon.
Yes, because the fundraiser is going very well, so we'll be able to pay for your new equipment. I really have to give you maybe tomorrow I might call and set up so you actually get money rather than it being theoretical. So because it's a nice theoretical amount of money at the moment. People are being very kind and generous, not just with their donations, but also people who are sharing it and telling people about it. that is gold as well. So it's very kind when people do that. We love that. And it's a bright and shining beacon of love and beauty in this cold and desolate world.
Well, what's also nice is that with bright and shiny new technology mixing with old and robust technology,
Mm.
you can get into a really good scenario where you've got almost a radio play situation where you've got this tough as nails computers all lined up going, I'm the delicate thing that can think delicate ideas, and I am King Kong, ready to fuck your mother's dynamite maker.
Okie dokie.
Uh, Basically, that's where we're hoping to get to by the middle of this week.
Yep.
Um, and if we can, then what I can do is set up the friggin' uh, the slave laptops
Yeah.
and get the Petit. It's not the Petit. It's the pad and take that out as a slave um, and yeah, use the thing to extrude data
Yeah.
out of the slaves, do something interesting on the
Mm. Oh, some interesting chat going on. Apparently, there were lights in the sky last night, which was apparently the Soyuz booster re-entry. And as Stella said, well, no, it was here on the live stream all night and then went to bed. So didn't go outside and look up at the night sky. We got a little carried away last night. Sort of ran past midnight. So we were just having too much fun, basically. And so we hunged around for a while. So yes, I was not going outside and looking up at the night sky last night. I don't know about anybody else.
I'm not going to jump up and down, but no one told me anything about this.
Mm,
Uh, and I could have been told 100 different things about this, 50 different ways, and I could have had real and honest discourse ready to happen for it. But no, not for them
yeah.
or
All right.
for me. So I want to hear about Soyuz in the future. I
Yeah,
want
we want more Sawyer's news. Yeah.
well, no, I want to hear about Russians hitting the atmosphere. It's a
You just
thing.
want to hear about Russians hitting the atmosphere.
Well, okay, and others. I'm not being racist. Um, I think I like the Russians and now
That's fair. All
increasingly
right.
also
Mm,
the bloody they call
yeah. Peter's just asking how I pulled up after last night because we did get just a teensy bit serious with the mixing of drinkies last night as well.
well, yes.
And I was fine, actually. I would not have wanted to drink much more than I did last night. Like, I think even one or two more drinks would have resulted in, a bad morning. But I didn't have hangover, didn't have a headache, didn't feel sick. Uh, certain people did send me a text before 7:30 a.m., which I was not completely enamored of that happening. So I even got woken up early and didn't get to bed till about 1 a.m. and then got woken up before 7:30. And
well, that wasn't bloody my fault. I was just trying to get a hold of you to see if you wanted to get some, rehearsed time in. But
yes, and just as pointed out at the time, a little bit of consideration of very early on a weekend morning, not a fantastic time to attempt to communicate. But yes, hardly the world's biggest injustice. Is not a thing that is worth going on about. But that's the thing happened. No, Stella said she had some buffering at her end, and no one else has said anything. So I actually don't know if that means everyone has buffering problems at the moment. So I'm hoping that everyone's fine. I'm not convinced that you wouldn't be better off lying down, buddy boy.
I'm not convinced either, but I'm also not convinced that this whole setup has not done its own place to strip the sheaths off my.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm possibly going to have to conspire with boss of the house to and force some AIDSy go lie down time. It's I'm just getting the feeling that that's a thing that you would benefit from doing. Just throwing it out there.
I'm happy to run with that at this point.
Yeah. Look, I reckon. Well, I'm going to be around for a while. I reckon you should rest your eyes, and if you feel, in half an hour, or even 2 hours, you've got a second wind. You should check and see if I'm still going and rejoin the sesh.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
Yeah, I could quite easily. Yeah, there you go. That's electronics of clothes washing.
Okay. So, all right. I reckon you should duck out for a while and get yourself some rest, and we'll maybe catch up with you later. What do you reckon?
Yes, I reckon that's the go.
Alrighty. So you take care, big guy, and if you get a bit of rest, and in half an hour, or even 2 hours, feel full of the joy of life and want to share it with everyone, you should come on back.
I think I was telling before.
No, you're getting slower and slower. I think
when they get slow like this, they basically lose the myelin sheath around their nerves, and their nerve reactions get slower and slower and slower, to the point where they can't respond to themselves as they're going along the nerve paths that they're using. So it's them having aphasic reactions.
All right. I think Megaleech sums it up. We've got to treat you like a computer at this point, switch you off, and then maybe switch you back on again. And all right. So you go and have a rest, good sir, and we'll catch up with you some either later tonight or another night. Okay.
Okay, I like it.
All right, buddy. Take care, and we'll catch you anon.
Mm-hmm. Well, anon to you all, and thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing you soon enough, and in good places.
All right, mate. Good night, AZ.
Yep. I'll see you later.
Okay. I've never seen someone struggle so much with the fact they can't maintain consciousness. I mean, personally, yes, I recommend that when you feel like that, you just go to sleep. And I think he just required a bit of encouragement, because AZ is a big one for not letting adversity hold him down. He's big, no, I can do this. I can soldier on. I can do the thing. And even when it's clearly a bad idea for him to continue to try and struggle through things, he will continue to do that. And he so clearly needed to be sleeping, but the boss of the house is there, who is hopefully going to take control of the situation and get AIDS to rest. The thing is, if AIDS is able to get even a little bit of rest, because I don't think he ever sleeps for a long time, and that's just a chronic pain thing. So if he's able to get even a little bit of rest, half an hour to an hour, he may wake up feeling more sprightly. And we might even see him again later. Who? Yes. How do I get with both of those? Trying to ignore chronic fatigue and also the inner child. I don't want to sleep. I want to sleep. I'm fine. But yes, if I, our boy was clearly fading quite badly, and if I didn't give him a little push, he would have insisted on hanging around. Happy guy. The second one asked me, how did I pull up after last night? I was good. I was amazed how late we went last night. Yeah, no, I was good. Woke up, no hangover, no headache, didn't feel sick. And AZ even woke me up before 7:30 with a fucking text. Yes, one of the things our lad has is the fatigue, the extreme fatigue. He loses sense of time. He doesn't really have a very good conscious understanding of the passage of time, and that's just like the extreme fatigue, and that ranges from something that should take 30 seconds taking 20 minutes, and right up to he doesn't remember what day it is, and he's not aware of what he's done in that day and what's coming up. But so, and so he does things like during the week he texted me at 2 a.m, and I texted back, "You do this again and I'll fucking kill you." Yeah, and then this morning he texted at 7:30, and I went, "Don't fucking text early morning on weekends." And I wasn't even able to go back to sleep. So Luke, why wasn't my phone on silent? Because I'm not a psychopath. Someone might actually have a reason to try and contact me. Notwithstanding, it leaves myself open to people disturbing me for no good fucking reason. But yes. Addy, he did this on Tuesday, fell asleep listening to a stream, woke up confused, didn't remember. Oh, the one thing I had that was confusing. It's like I woke up. Oh Jesus! I switched this thing back to autofocus, didn't I? Trying to achieve something. I'm going to switch it back to fixed focus. Yeah. When I looked at Twitter this morning, what was it that I'd sent at like 1 a.m.? Try and bring it up. Where is it? Where's profile? That's what I want to look at. God. So yeah, okay. At like 1 a.m. I tweeted, holy fuck, that was a live stream and a half. And then I woke up and saw that. I literally didn't remember doing it. So my next tweet was, wait, did I tweet that? I don't remember tweeting that. That's weird. Okay. So I'm going to switch this camera back to fixed focus. So, all right, let's play with focus for a second. Yep, that's definitely out of focus, isn't it? And that's definitely in, and then it's out again and in. All right, we're in focus. Okay, that's what we want. Rain, like I said, I woke up fine. Woken up by 80, never got back to sleep again. So I'm actually on not very much sleep, and I don't feel tired, which is good. I mean, you put your phone on Do Not Disturb, but if someone calls twice, it rings, and people on your favorite list can get through. Okay. Oh, that's good. I almost never have a problem. It's just like, again, AD having no perception of time. Like when he texted me at 2 a.m., it was to say, oh, no, because I don't know, he's woken up at 2 a.m. and for whatever reason, he's looked at his phone, and the last text message I sent him was, I just sent you a link for the live stream. And so he's felt compelled to text me and go, oh no, I slept through it. Except he didn't. He was on the live stream. That's how disoriented he was. Yes. And it's weird that he's done that twice in 1 week. But yeah. What's you wonder, Eddie? You have it on silent, but yes, it lights up and distracts you. Ah, okay. Yeah. And Toriana, yours is on silent except for favorite numbers. Anyone who rings 3 times in 15 minutes. Okay. See, I've never even bothered to look at these settings on the phone. I think I should look into it. I like literally didn't know there was a setting like that on the phone, like do not disturb unless the same person calls multiple times. Which is a pretty good setting, quite honestly. Right, now I'm going to look at it now. While we're talking, I'll look at it. Okay. Settings. What would that be under? Do not disturb. Okay. Do not disturb. Scheduled. When phone is locked? No. Okay. I don't want that. Scheduled. Allow calls from favorite. Second call from the same person within 3 minutes will not be silenced. Do not disturb while driving. Auto reply. I'm driving with do not disturb. Okay. See, I'm learning something. Learning this. I can schedule it. I think, look, I'm going to do that now. Going to schedule from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. There you go. So allow calls from favorites, repeated calls. So, okay. Who knows? Am I supposed to put both of those things on? Like there's do not disturb and scheduled. And when I put scheduled on, it went green, and do not disturb went on. Do they work together or in isolation? So if I've got this on, am I just on do not disturb now, or am I on do not disturb from on this schedule? I don't know. You me both, Stella. You ignore texts and calls when you're actually sleeping unless it's a booty call. Yeah. Toriana, I hope you have ice set up on your phone. I don't. Just use scheduled. So, okay, cool. All right. So that's the thing. So in case of emergency, what does that actually do? And where is it? I don't see in case of emergency. General, about, software, AirDrop, CarPlay, iPhone storage, date and time, VPN, legal and regulatory. Okay, so okay, I'm going to schedule this. I don't know where that ICE thing you're saying, the in case of emergency. Don't even know where that is. It wasn't an option on do not disturb, but then again, yes, I guess it's a different thing. Control center, is it control center? Customized controls? No. Emergency SOS. Call emergency SOS when you rapidly press the side button 5 times. Yeah. Set up emergency contacts in health. Emergency SOS will notify emergency contacts with messages that says you've called emergency services. Ooh. Play a warning sound. Well, emergency SOS is counting down to call emergency services. Ooh. ICE is part of my phone book. If your phone is locked, when they go to make emergency call, it lets them contact selected people and shows who they are. It's in the Contacts app. Okay. Let me have a look. Contacts. No, that's adding a contact. There's all the names. Oh, it's in the settings for the Contact app. Let's put in medical conditions. Case of emergency. Okay, I'm going to try that one. We're all learning here. Okay, so apps, contacts, sort order, display order, short name, my info. There's nothing there. Syrian search, display order. Oh, this must be boring. I'm going to do it. I'll click on a contact to make the emergency contact. All right. I'll look into it another time. Something to be considered, though. Just looking at what is, today the day for. The interesting one I went with. So Robert Moog's birthday, a guy who he didn't invent synthesizers, but he revolutionized them. The one he invented had a really organic sound. Brought us all the 70s prog rock, like the Blade Runner soundtrack. Older synthesizers sounded very artificial, where Moog's synthesizer had a very rich organic sound. It's his birthday. Anyway, born in 1934. I have no idea if he is still alive, in fact. Oh, well. But yes, one for the hippies. Ooh, Peter, have I seen the subharmonic synth that Moog put out recently? No, I have not. because I'm honestly not that into it. Yes. Is it Wendy Carlos? She's a legend. Clockwork Orange. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Soundtracks. Yes. Yes. Yes, the 70s owes a lot to Robert Moog, basically. The Difford site suggests to celebrate Moog's birthday toast with an accidental creation of ours, a mulata daiquiri made with scotch instead of rum. So apparently, mulata daiquiri is rum, dark creme de cacao and white creme de cacao and lime juice and sugar syrup. That sounds really good, actually. Chocolatey rum. Chocolatey rum. That actually sounds really good. And the Difford's people did a variation that's Scotch with dark and white creme de cacao and lime juice and sugar syrup. Also sounds pretty good, actually. Have I seen the... Oh, yeah, sorry, where's that? All right, okay. So that's what they say for Robert Moog. Also got tips. Oh, I've seen a lot of Henry VIII anniversaries recently. On this day in 1533, he annulled his marriage to Catherine of Aragon. Because he was also married to Anne Boleyn. And then Anne Boleyn, of course, got beheaded. Henry was a bit of a messed up dude. Despite working his way through 6 wives, he achieved just one male heir who died at age 15. Apparently, reputedly, at one feast, Henry had a 12-foot tall wine fountain built to entertain his guests. He had every meat known to man, and then some, routinely consumed gallons of sweetened wine. Marking the day with a Mary Rose, named for Henry VIII's warship, which sank. What's in a Mary Rose? Not familiar with that. Gin, green chartreuse, sugar syrup. You're supposed to put a sprig of rosemary in it. Muddle some. Oh, that'd be a nice little edge on the flavor. Some fresh rosemary muddled into the drink. Don't actually have any rosemary, so probably won't do that. I also say for Henry's wives, you can have a bitter lady. What's that? It's gin, raw runny honey, an Italian red bitter liqueur, fresh squeezed lemon juice, egg white. Okay. Yeah, that can be okay. All right. Oh, okay. There you go. Wendy Carlos, besides being a soundtrack composer, is one of the first people to publicly talk about having gender-affirming surgery and still making music. Well, Wendy Carlos, quite the legend. Quite legend. Ooh, did you know today is also the anniversary of the day Bonnie and Clyde were gunned down. They're ambushed by Louisiana law officers who shot them lots and lots and lots of times. They're recommending for Bonnie, although, God, there's a bit of a stretch, a Bonnie Prince Charles because of Bonnie and Clyde. What's that? Cognac, Drambuie, and lime juice. It's like a variant. That's the pattern of not a daiquiri. The other tequila drink, margarita. Margarita. That was what I was trying to think of. Spirit and liqueur and lime juice. Which incidentally, is a drink that I came up with recently. I have talked about before on live streams. I was with sumac infused vodka, and I was just calling it a sumac martini because I was lazy. And it's not a martini, because a martini, a vodka martini, is vodka and vermouth. And the sumac drink I had was vodka, velvet falernum, and lime juice. So again, like the pattern of a margarita or a sidecar, spirit, liqueur, and citrus. And those drinks all have names. Like, you with things like a cosmopolitan and a margarita and basically all the drinks, people do little variations. And so you'll get dozens of things called a such and such martini. And that's why I was being lazy. I don't know why. Oh, because I put it in a bloody martini glass, I think. It's being lazy, calling it a sumac martini when it wasn't a martini. And it needed its own name. Like, I didn't just want to steal the name sidecar or margarita, and been thinking about it for a while. But Mrs. Angry actually came up with it because she's thinking the sumac spice is a bit salty, a bit sour. So it's, having a salty edge on the drink, reminds you of the sea. And it's red. It's very red. Sumac is a very red spice. So the drink ends up being red because it's infused with sumac. And so Mrs. Angry was thinking, like, no, you've got to think of the ocean, and it's red. It's a ruby red. So we'll call it the Ruby Princess. I think I'll make a video of that. Might even do it tonight or in another stream. Make a video of the Ruby Princess. That's very topical. The source of many of New South Wales's COVID problems. Hey, Timothy and Wolfer. Nice to see you. Oh, Wolfer, you're saying that Wendy Carlos hasn't been active for a few years. Yes, I hope she is enjoying a quiet life rather than being incapacitated or something. Stella, you managed to get banana liqueur for your coconut milk clarified experiments today. And to go to every bottle shop in Kalgoorlie to find it. It is not that easy to get banana liqueur. You've got like a Voc banana liqueur from Dan Murphy's. Even in specialty shops, it can be quite hard to get a decent banana liqueur. So you're going to experiment with coconut milk clarify experiment. That's good. It's good to experiment. I did my big experiment today because I made a tequila-based milk punch, the Paloma milk punch, with coconut milk like last week, and I didn't like it. Like, really didn't like it. It was a bit better with lemonade, but I thought, no, I need to do it. So I actually added some sweetener and then clarified it again, this time with dairy milk, and it was much better. And it was even better with lemonade. So I did the experiment today. I made that same milk punch, the Paloma milk punch, with dairy milk, and I made another one. I'd made that Mrs. Angry and I agreed was a very good drink, a Mimi's milk punch. I made that with coconut milk, and honestly, wasn't really pleased with the result. Again, I'm still in the early days, and I had been playing a bit free and loose with the ingredients, substituting things. I should make smaller batches because I made a ridiculously large batch, like about a liter of this Mimi's milk punch, and about 700 mils of the Paloma milk punch. And I definitely, while I'm still experimenting, I need to do it with lesser volumes because it's a big risk to use a lot of your booze on something that might not turn out well. Timothy, are you getting into Linux? I have actually never used Linux. I've seen Linux systems, but I've never been motivated enough to have my own Linux machine. Oh, we're talking about banana taste. Still the folklore says the fake lolly banana flavor is actually based on an earlier variant of bananas that everyone used to eat but ended up going extinct, and that's why it doesn't